New Boss Hurst looking to add wingers to Town SquadTuesday. The 12th of June 2018, 16:52. New manager Paul Hurst is targeting 2 wingers as part of his plans to put his own stamp on the side he has inherited from predecessor Mick McCarthy. Hurst revealed today, "One thing I don't mind saying publicly is that I don't think we have, in terms of balance, wingers. I like wide players and I like players to carry the ball up the pitch. The only time I played here, the lad who got the standing ovation, Jamal Cam, was a winger. Maybe he needed a bit more of an end product etc., but he definitely caught the eye at times, and was a good player on his day. As fans, we like those players because they can get us off our seats and excite people. There has to be an end product, and I had a couple of lads last season, Alex Rodman and Sean Wally, who, in terms of goals scored and assists, contributed to the team. They also did the other bits and there was clear evidence that they were contributing. There's no point in beating 3 players and then kicking it behind the goal. You might get a little round of applause, but if you keep doing that it will soon stop. That's an area where I'm keen to bring a couple of players in." Hurst has already appointed a new fitness coach in Nathan Winder, and added, "I'm very pleased to welcome Nathan, who has worked at Barnsley and Leeds. He comes very highly recommended by Paul Heckingbottom, who managed both clubs last season. He's another Yorkshireman, but we're not trying to take over the area, it's just important that you click with people." Speaking to him in terms of how he works, he is very much aligned to what we did last season and what we'll be looking to introduce here. Town also need a goalkeeping coach following Malcolm Webster's decision to retire at the end of last season, but Hurst revealed that Darren Smith will be working with the keepers in pre-season and could land the role on a longer-term basis. Meanwhile, Hurst outlined to supporters his preferred style of play, adding, "You speak to people and depending what roles they are and they talk about it being about more than just winning. I'm not going to sit here and lie to anyone. I like winning games of football because that brings you success. There are different ways of winning and we like to try to pass the ball whenever possible and we like to press. I'm bored with watching games on TV where players have the ball and no one is willing to go and press them. They've got so much time on it, it's like watching a game of chess. If I wanted to play chess, that's what I'd do. I want to play football, I want it to be high energy and I want it to be exciting wherever possible. What I would say is that there are some very good teams in this league and I'm sure we will have days where they will have good spells of possession and we can't get close to them. It might need a slightly different approach, but we'll be positive and win, lose or draw. I want to come off knowing that the players have given me and the fans everything. If we do that, I think we can all live with a little bit of disappointment a little bit easier. But hopefully we'll have a lot of good days." Hurst also addressed the issue of the club's academy and efforts to maximize its potential by increasing the number of graduates who make it through to the senior squad. He said, "In terms of blooding youngsters and the production line, I think that's still happening to a degree. Whether or not they have quite established themselves, or made the club lots of money, might be slightly different. There are still a lot of young players who have come through here. In terms of the link between first team and academy, we're all on the same side. I don't understand why there wouldn't be a close link. I like to wander around the training ground and have a look at all the teams and everyone who is working there. I want everyone to feel part of this football club and, if they want to refer to it that way, be part of my team. I'm told there are a lot of players who have come through and others who are given debuts towards the end of the season. What I would say is this, they've got to be good enough. I haven't made any promises that we're going to play X amount of players just so it looks good because I'll be gone before anyone else. They've got to prove they are good enough, and at the same time, if I believe they are good enough, age won't be an issue. It's the same at the other end if some of the older lads are worried. The way players look after themselves has changed, and if they are performing, their careers can be prolonged. There is a lot of talk about younger players, but you have to have a balance in my opinion, and that's what I will be looking for. Hurst confirmed everyone would start afresh when the players return for pre-season training later this month and added, people respond to different managers, different voices, a different formation. While I have done my research and I've watched quite a lot of games, there's still part of me not drawing a line or saying, I'm not working with him, or, he's not good enough. Let's give them a little bit of an opportunity. If assistant manager Chris Doig and I very quickly see a similar trend happening that we don't like, that player will either move on or have to attempt to change very quickly to improve and show he can be part of our plans moving forward. Photo, action images. Please report offensive, libelous or inappropriate posts by using the links provided. It's only me added 1700 John 12. I think everyone knows now what to expect from PH and it all sounds good. 15 Steel Monkey added 1708 June 12th. Very promising words from the new man. It would be great to have the team playing the way he is outlining, and if he is after a couple of wingers, then I'm feeling very pleased at that prospect too. Welcome to PR Paul and Chris. I hope your reign here is successful. Coibs 14 Positivity added 1719 June 12th. Interesting comment on wingers. Stumbled on the wing-back formation, which played to the strengths of players like Kenlock, Knudsen, as ALCB, Chambers, more cover, and WB Stir, more license to roam, was interested to see if it'd suit Cotter. Good news for Rowe, might finally get a chance. -1 Midas Touch added 1721 June 12th. He's speaking my language here. Love watching a tricky winger works a magic. Sometimes they can frustrate the life out of you when they go missing, but when they pop up with a moment of magic that can change the outcome of a match, it's well worth paying the entrance fee for. 9 Warthaline added 1728 June 12th. Breath of fresh air, so it is. 14 Norfolk Bluey added 1740 June 12. I wish Paul and his assistant every success. Who wouldn't, being a true blue? I have waited 4 years for this appointment. He will certainly have experience with working with players of the present team's abilities and their potential. Good luck, chum. I think you will quickly draw your own conclusions. 8 Jasso999 added 1742 June 12th. Like this a lot. Obvious to all but him that the balance of the team was wrong. We desperately need wingers and arguably another striker, a Murphy. But for me we are very short of centre-backs. 8 Norfolk Bluey added 1744 June 12th. One further point. I am so glad you have spotted the obvious weakness in the team. Finding exciting wingers is a must, as our forwards have been starved of support in terms of decent crosses from wide areas. 6 Running Out added 1750 June 12th. Jones at Coventry will be a wanted winger by a few for next season. 3 Theron 61 added 1816 June 12th. We signed plenty of wingers in the past 5.5 years, but they didn't get a look in. Hopefully this will change. Wishing you all the best, Paul. Give us all something to look forward to each week. 9 Terry added 1829 June 12. A winger or two would be great to see, but we also need another centre-back. Carter Vickers on loan if he's available, and I agree with Jasso999, another striker. If and when McGoldrick goes, we'll be pretty light up top. Thought Paul Hurst came over very well and was pleased. He wants to play a passing and pressing game. The long ball brigade better beware, otherwise they'll only be part of our history. 5 Dino 85 added 1852 June 12th. They've got so much time on it, it's like watching a game of chess. If I wanted to play chess, that's what I'd do. I like this guy. 6 Dirty Dingus McGee added 2116 June 12th. Sounds very promising, definitely talking the talk. If he and team can walk the walk, we can look forward to the good times returning. COYB3 Lathers added 2119 June 12th. Haven't seen genuine wingers running at defenders at PR for a decade at least. Apart from Lawrence and Selena in bursts, we haven't seen positive, front foot football at the club for far too long. Good luck to PH on trying to bring that back, it will be great to see. 4 Lefty 1972 added 2141 June 12. I reckon we could get Darren Bent and Yaya for a tenner a week each. Neither are wingers, but they'd bring the fans back. Bent still has goals in him. 0 Armchair Critic 59 added 2201 June 12. I'm a big fan of the pressing game. To me it's simple. If as a player, would you rather have time on the ball, or have 1 or 2 opponents in your face, whenever you get it? If anyone can find a video or two of the great mid-70s Dutch side, you'll see the most astonishing form of pressing you'll ever be likely to see. 3 players rushing to confront the opponent on the ball, and another 3 rushing to cut off the various passing angles. I'm not expecting that, but I like what I hear from PH. As for wingers, I'm more of a fan of wing backs, but if PH can come up with a couple of wide gems, I'll not complain. It certainly would be ironic if we ended up getting some success with the same formula that was successful for him at Wolves. In closing, the very best of luck to PH. Hope the walk round the Portman Road corridors has inspired you both. 3 Pencil Pete added 1317 June 13th. Is anyone else not amazed that PH has seen in a few DVDs on his flight home what was painfully obvious to everyone but Big Mick for the last 5 years? Exclamation mark, exclamation mark. 0 Brave Blue added 1504 June 13th. So refreshing. Some of the proper blokes will be worried. No more selection based on dressing room presence, I suspect. I'm signed many wingers whilst here, but hardly gave any a chance. Hope this works better. 0 Way added 2048 June 13th. Hopefully no more stupid bloody nickname. 0 You need to log in order to post your comments.